All right, so we're here at MadTownKinkFest. This is, what do you remind these days? Gray Cat. This is my brother Gray Cat. I'm Gray Dancer. And he and I actually go way back. Back when I weighed a lot less and he weighed a lot more. He has... tell us what you created here, because I can't even know how to describe it.
Well, what I have offering now is steel spreader bars that are also useful for suspension or anything else. I do a lot of custom work, and everything is done then powder coated. So you have a nice, clean finish that can be fully customized and easily cleaned.
So show us some of the custom things that you got.
Available in wide ranges of colors. I can do custom graphics directly in the powder. So it's not going to chip off, it's not going to wipe off, it's not just a sticker.
Right, can you rotate this so we can see what it is actually? It's a boot print. Colors.
Various other things. You can do, barbed wire, two-tone color. We've got options for bright candy colors.
That is nice. Now what intrigued me about it was the different variations you have on the little knobs here at the end. Now, first of all, how do you attach these? I know a lot of people are going to sit there and go, "That's not safe."
These are 16 gauge mild steel tubing with an 1/8 inch TIG welded end, and then the links are actually made out of the same test as 660 pound working load limit chain that is then also TIG welded on completely around the connection points. It's not just tack welded on the edges.
Nice.
Available in both the 1x1 tube and the 1x1/2 tube, so you can the angle.
That's the other thing that was appealing to me about this was the idea of traveling with it, like taking this as a useful as both a spreader bar and a suspension point, and things like that.
The other thing is spreader bars and suspension things don't have to be straight.
Yeah, I actually...
They don't have to be a straight line. You can do something like this for a nice hog tie quick, or anything else you want to predicament them into.
Right.
You have options.
Show me, I was going to say, how about that one?
For a semicircle of things. A lot of people look at this and can't really think of what to do. Well, one thing that you can do is attach the wrists. It leaves their hands connected, but does not block anything.
Right. That definitely has potential.
Also comfortable to lay on if they are on their back.
Ah, good point. And you still have that, or maybe even give some support.
Yep. And it keeps the hands up.
And not that size matters, but let me see the great big one here. Yeah, that's the one. Frankly,
like a longbow.
I look at that one and I'm like, I need to get that to Murphy, because Murphy Blue would do some amazing things with that particular piece of metal.
And also, if they want a little bit larger in the normal scale.
For the size queens. And how heavy is that?
I don't know.
It is slightly heavier than Naughty M. So, I'd say maybe 5 pounds.
If that.
If that, yeah. And
it is still hollow too, but it is structural too.
But structurally, yeah. Well, that's really cool. And just tell me real quick, you said you did some kind of a stress test on these.
The testing I've done so far on the 24-inch bars, which would be this one and this one actually were the two that I used. I was able to, the testing I've done so far, because I ran out of weights that I could easily hang, was a chain loop through the top one, with a chain end to end, and on that chain was 295 pounds of foundry weights, kettlebells, everything else. Jacked that up so it was swinging, kicked it around, let it swing, and let it sit for a day.
And there's no bend or anything like that?
There was no deformation while connected. I was still able to put a straight edge on the tubing.
Okay.
So it had all the weight at this weld here, along with the split at the corners. Okay. And there was no...
Gotcha. Very cool. All right, so where can people find out more about this stuff?
Everything is available at hardpoints.net.
That'll be easy for guys to remember.
And along with all of these, there is also the accessories of the chain.
Yeah, that's where we're going to take a look at that.
They can do basically any hardware that you see in the dungeon. Hitching post rings, chain, clips, everything that can withstand the heat of the powder coating process.
Folks, this is all metal. This is not plastic. If you're thinking it's plastic there.
Yeah, this chain is a 660-pound working load limit. And I can also...
And I love these plaques, actually. We should also get you the, I could see people like hanging these kind of things, when they're
and I
doing
can do full custom signage. And this is all powder coated. This is made out of aluminum, aircraft aluminum. I use these for making SCA heavy fighting shields. So they're protecting people from people that are actually
large
trying to hurt
things.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
And the paint stays on those and everything else, and they just clean up. If they do get dirty, they just wipe right off.
Cool.
And they can withstand being outside.
Excellent. Well, cool. Well, thank you, Grey Cat, and we will see what stuff people can come up with and send you pictures.
Yep.
Thanks.